Hi guys, hope you're doing well. If you're trying to get some simple advice for bulking, you're in the right place. That's exactly what we're gonna see in this video. So let's get straight to the point. Firstly, if you're trying to bulk, you need to understand that your primary goal is not to gain weight, it's to gain muscle, right? When you're bulking, if you want to reach 190 pounds, for example, you don't want to reach 190 pounds and being 20% body fat. That's why it's very important that your calorie surplus is not too high. You want to be in a slight calorie surplus, a few hundred calories, that's it, maximum 500 calories, and I personally already feel like 500 calories is too much. If you just eat garbage and you're like, bro, I hit my calories every single day, that's awesome, I'm gonna be 190 pounds by the end of the month. Who cares if you're just fat and you don't put on actually muscle? So track your calories, make sure that you're in a slight calorie surplus. That's the first tip. Now, if you're trying to bulk, as I told you, you're trying to put on muscle. And what dictates muscle growth, even though, again, calories in, calories out is the most important thing, still, if you want to actually grow muscle fibers, you need to train hard. You need to track your progress. That's the second tip. Track your progress in the gym and make sure that each and every week you're doing more repetitions with the same weight or you're increasing the weight. So track your sets on your notebook or on your phone, whatever. Just make sure that you do a specific amount of sets for each exercise and that each and every week you're adding just 1 or 2 repetitions. Now, of course, even if you're in a calorie surplus and you have more energy available to you, you're not going to be able to gain 5 repetitions per set out of nowhere every week. But still, over time, if you're training consistently and if you're bulking properly, when you go to failure, when you reach failure, that's the first step. You reach failure, so then your body adapts and you grow muscle fibers. That's the second step. So then as your muscle is bigger, you're stronger. So you're able to do more repetitions with the same weight. So that's the 3 parts of hypertrophy. That's why it's essential to track your workouts to make sure that you're making progress over time. Now, the third piece of advice that I have for you is to not use your phone in the gym. Now you may be like, what is he talking about, right? I just want to bulk. He's talking about not using your phone. Yes, hear me out. As I just told you, you need to be training hard in the gym to make sure that you're progressively adding weight over time. The problem is nowadays, 90% of people in the gym are not focused. They're not in the zone. They're texting in between sets, like on Instagram, on Twitter, on YouTube. Some people are even watching streams on Twitch. It's completely crazy, right? Do you see LeBron James during a basketball game checking his emails? Do you think Ronaldo at halftime goes on his phone to check Twitter or stuff like that? No, of course, you're not a professional bodybuilder, so it's not your job, so you're not at that level, right? But still, if you're watching this video, it means you're taking lifting seriously. And if you do, then you have to be serious in the gym. You have to be focused. So don't use your phone, Instagram, all that stuff. Don't do that. There's only 2 reasons why you should be using your phone in the gym. It's either for the music or to track your progress because you follow the previous tip. And now let's get to the nutrition part. Again, to gain weight, you need to eat more calories than you burn. Hope you all know that. And if you struggle to gain weight, to eat more, you absolutely need to be eating stuff like dry fruits, almonds, walnuts, nuts, cashew, peanuts. That stuff is awesome because for a few grams you have a bunch of calories because it's very high in fats. So if you struggle to be in a calorie surplus, eat a bunch of those things, right? Also, when you're cooking, put a bunch of olive oil, of butter when you're cooking, when you're doing a salad or you're eating rice, pasta, steak, put a bunch of olive oil because olive oil, it's just fat, it's just pure calories, so it's really a cheat code to hit your calorie surplus. And another food that is very useful when bulking is Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt is very high in calories as well, rich in protein, high quality proteins. You know, if you replace regular yogurt by Greek yogurt, that's how you're going to gain calories. And actually, it's a principle that you must follow in your overall diet. If you struggle to gain weight, to eat more, before eating something, think about, is there an alternative that is higher in calories? For example, instead of regular yogurt, eat Greek yogurt. Instead of white meat, instead of chicken, red meat is better because it's higher in fats, so in calories. So before buying something at the grocery store, ask yourself, is there a higher calorie alternative? And if you do that, for your whole diet, it's all going to compound and it's gonna make it drastically easier for you to be in a calorie surplus. So to recap pretty quickly the whole video. Firstly, track your calories and make sure that you're just in a slight calorie surplus, a few hundred calories, that's it. Then to ensure progress, track your workouts as well. Don't use your phone in the gym to stay in the zone. And then for nutrition, eat a bunch of dry fruits, Greek yogurt, red meat, high calorie dense foods, and that's how you're gonna be easily in a calorie surplus. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I hope it's gonna help you to bulk, to put on some muscle. If you enjoyed this one, please let me know in the comments, leave a like. You can also subscribe to my channel and click the bell button, and I'll see you next time.